In computer networking, the message session relay protocol is a protocol for transmitting a series of related instant messages in the context of a communications session. An application instantiates the session with the session description protocol over session initiation protocol or other rendezvous methods. The MSRP protocol is defined in RFC 4975. MSRP messages can also be transmitted by using intermediaries peers, by using the relay extensions defined in RFC 4976. MSRP is used in the RCS context, especially for the instant messaging, file transfer and photo sharing features. Protocol design: MSRP has similar syntax as other IETF text-based protocols such as SIP, HTTP and RTSP. Each message is either a request or a response, uses URIs. A message contains headers and a body that can carry any type of data, including binary information. Unlike SIP, MSRP is much simpler. The first two headers must be to path and from path and the last must be content type. This significantly reduces the complexity of parsers. Messages must also end with 7 characters, followed by a transaction identifier which appears in the first line. These are followed by a continuation flag, which is a single character at end of line. This last line at the end of messages makes it rather simple to find and detect the message boundaries. MSRP is not defined for connectionless protocols, such as UDP, thus one be certain that a response to a request would arrive on the same connection. MSRP also relies on a reliable transport layer, that is, guarantees delivery and maintains the order of the messages, which further simplifies the protocol design. An MSRP URI has a scheme, authority, as defined by RFC 3986. Which holds the IP domain name and possibly the port, an optional session identifier, the transport and additional optional parameters. For example, MSRP atlanta.example.com 7654/ JSHA7 West is TCP, MSRP is the scheme, atlanta.example.com 7654 is the authority, JSHA7 West is the session identifier, TCP is the transport. Usage in SIP: MSRP can be used within a SIP session, to do instant messaging in a one-to-one or one-to-many mode, to do an attachment file transfer, to do some photo sharing based on prior exchange of capabilities between the user endpoints. MSRP session is set up through SIP's offer-answer model. The SDPM line media type is message and the proto is either TCP MSRP for MSRP over TCP and TCP MSRP for MSRP over secure TLS. Furthermore, the MSRP URI is specified in a path attribute. A full SDP example, as provided by the RFC. V equals 0. O equals Alice 2,890,844,526 2,890,844,527 in IP for alice.example.com, S equals, C equals in IP for alice.example.com, T equals 00, M equals message 7394 TCP MSRP, A equals accept types, text plain, A equals path, MSRP alice.example.com 7394/ 2S9309EK2A TCP. The fact that MSRP contains the address and port and at the same time the C line holds the address and M line contain the port is a cause for ambiguity. Generally, other media types use the C line and M line to describe the address, but the MSRP RFC 4975 states this information is actually specified by the MSRP path. This may cause some devices to improperly set up the session. In particular, a B2B UA may require to alter the path pair each MSRP message between the different devices. To overcome this, RFC 6714 CEMA for MSRP changes the way CEMA-aware devices use SDP, which makes CEMA-aware MSRP B2B UA implementations much simpler and more efficient. Implementations: a generic and open-source peer library is implemented in the following programming languages. Libraries Java's MSRP peer library, which sprung the following ports: C/net version, Java ME, Python MSRP lib. Clients equals, Blink is a cross-platform SIP client with MSRP protocol support. Servers equals, MSRP Relay has an open-source implementation written in Python, here. MSRP Switch has an open-source implementation written in Python, here. References. See also, Simple, Session Initiation Protocol, IP Multimedia Subsystem, Rich Communication Suite.